Hello everyone, it's Tutor Mifzal here, and today we will be learning the mechanism of blood clotting. But before we do that, do follow me on my Facebook and Instagram account at Tutor Mifzal, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Without further ado, let's begin. So you just experienced a paper cut. What happens now? So when a blood vessel is damaged, the connective tissue in the blood vessel wall is exposed, and that is when blood clotting happens. So the definition of blood clotting is the process by which the blood becomes thick and stops flowing, forming a solid lump to cover any part of the skin when injury occurs. When a blood vessel is damaged, the connective tissue in the blood vessel wall is exposed. Therefore, this causes the platelets to stick rapidly to the collagen fibers in the connective tissue. So platelets release chemicals which are clotting factors that make the surrounding platelets sticky and form platelet plug. So this plug can stop blood loss completely if the damage to the blood vessel is small. But in the case of a major wound, what will happen is that the clump platelets, damaged cells and clotting factors in the plasma will form activators, which are thromboplastins. Thromboplastins, with the help of calcium and vitamin K, convert prothrombin to thrombin, where thrombin would catalyze the conversion of soluble protein fibrinogen in the blood plasma into insoluble fibrin. So what will happen is that the fibrin forms a mesh over the wound, trapping red blood cells and sealing the wound. So the resulting blood clot hardens when exposed to air to form a scab. Thus the wound is sealed and bacteria cannot enter into the body. So our question right now is, what is the necessity for blood clotting? So the necessity for blood clotting, there are 4 main points that I want to cover. So the first point is to prevent excessive blood loss. As blood is really important inside our body, since blood transport oxygen and nutrients to all parts of our body, we do not want to lose excessive blood. If we lose excessive blood, we may end up dying. So the next point is that it maintains the normal blood pressure of the body. Next, it prevents the entry of microorganisms and bacteria from entering the body. As we all know, microorganisms and foreign particles are dangerous to the body and can harm the body in many ways. So that is why we need blood clotting, so that it prevents the entry of microorganisms and these harmful substances into our body. Last but not least, we need blood clotting to maintain the circulation of blood in a closed circulatory system. Having a damaged vessel can disturb the circulatory system of the blood. Therefore, it needs to be covered quickly so that the pressure and the circulatory of blood inside our closed circulatory system is not disturbed. Next, we are going to look at the diseases related to blood clotting. There are 2 major diseases related to blood clotting. First is known as hemophilia. So hemophilia is a hereditary disease due to the lack of certain clotting factors in the blood. The clotting factors are thromboplastins, vitamin K and calcium ions, and also damaged cells. So the affected person may die due to excessive bleeding from minor cuts and bruises. This is because of their condition of not having enough platelets or clotting factors. So he may also experience spontaneous internal bleeding, and this spontaneous internal bleeding can cause death by silence. And this disease can be treated by blood transfusion or by injecting the deficient clotting factors. The next disease related to blood clotting is thrombosis. So thrombosis is the formation of blood clot inside an unbroken blood vessel, and the blood clot is called or known as thrombus. And thrombosis occurs when the thrombus blocks the arteries or veins, obstructing the flow of blood through the circulatory system. And this disease, or the thrombus, which is dislodged and moves in the bloodstream, is called an embolus. So the embolus is swept along until it becomes lodged in an artery which is too small to pass through. When this happens, the blood flow in the blood vessel stops, and this condition is called embolism. If the blood clot occurs in a coronary artery, an area of cardiac muscle tissue below the obstruction may get damaged due to inadequate supply of oxygen, and this can lead to a heart attack. And if the blood clot blocks the blood flow to the brain, it can result in a stroke. So let me just draw an illustration so that you can understand this situation or this disease. Imagine this is your artery Thrombosis occurs when the thrombus blocks the arteries or veins, obstructing the flow of blood through the circulatory system. So if this situation happens in the coronary artery, then this can lead to a heart attack. And if the blood clot blocks the blood flow to the brain, then it can cause stroke. So that's the end of our lesson. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you find this video helpful, do follow me on my Facebook and Instagram account at Tutor Mifzal, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's about it for today. Bye!